NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Bills and the Pats coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Claybrooks to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to create some... And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The numbers for Sanders last week, 12 carries, 54 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second down and goal. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Allen hit. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. Start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 2. A give running left. It's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 1st down, Buffalo. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts, being able to diagnose the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go. And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Clay Brooks to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Landry, agile footwork. He's still barreling through. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Jones. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. But he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones, throw taken in by Landry.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, it's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain there for the Bills.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. Touchdown, Bills! That's caught. Gabriel Davis. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. This is secured by the Patriots. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And that is going to be pulled in.
Wow. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the